In this video, we'll demonstrate finding promising picks with Stock Rover's highly flexible stock and ETF screeners. Stock Rover helps investors of all levels find and invest in opportunities that match their needs and risk tolerance. The screeners deliver immediate results by analyzing thousands of tickers using up-to-the-minute data, ensuring that you always get the most relevant results. Let's start with the Investor's Library. The Investor's Library provides access to some 140 plus pre-built screeners to support all investment strategies. These screeners can be quickly imported into your account with just a few clicks. You can also create your own screeners either by modifying pre-built screeners or building your own screeners from scratch. Here we see that 54 tickers currently pass the filtering criteria for our growth at a reasonable price screener. Let's modify it. Here we see our criteria. We'll edit Morningstar growth grade and broaden it to include A, B, and C. Let's add an additional filter. We'll select Add Criteria. I'll pick a valuation metric, and I'll pick peg trailing. I want a peg trailing value less than 1.2. Here we see our filter has been added, and our preview pane shows that 59 tickers now pass the filtering criteria. Let's save and run in table. Here we see the 59 tickers along with our peg trailing value. We can also build our own custom screener from scratch. We can select from virtually any combination of filters. In the interest of time, we'll just pick one. I'll select returns versus S&P 500. And let's select the 3-month return versus the S&P 500. And we want to filter for a value greater than 20%. Here we see 292 tickers passed our criteria. Let's save. We'll save the screener with the name My Screener. And here are the 292 some-odd tickers that met our criteria. If you're new to ETFs, they can be a great low-cost way to diversify your portfolio. Just as with stocks and mutual funds, there are a wide variety of choices. Our screener can help you wade through thousands of ETFs to find those that are suitable to your investing needs and style. Creating an ETF screener takes only a couple of minutes. We also provide 19 out-of-the-box screeners in the library. Let's take a look at the results of 2 ETF screeners. Here we see our criteria for our Emerging Markets ETF screener and the 27 ETFs that pass the filtering criteria. This is the Low Expenses ETF screener, and 70 ETFs pass the screener's filtering criteria. Our long-term growth screener is an example of a premium screener. Let's modify it. Our premium screener lets you add weight to criteria in order to generate a ranking of stocks, so you start searching at the top. This screener returns up to the top 50 long-term growth stocks. Here we see the screener returned 49 tickers. You can also write advanced custom equations and filter on historical data. We'll edit this equation. This equation is filtering for 2 years of consecutive ROIC growth. This feature opens the possibility to target exactly what you're looking for. Our screener snapshot facility makes it easy for you to see how the tickers passing a screener are changing over time. You can compare a screener's results against one or more past runs of the same screener. You can also compare a screener's results to another screener's results and see where the commonalities and the differences lie. The tickers in red dropped from the capital efficiency screener result between the May of 24 and March of 25 run, while the tickers in green were added to the capital efficiency screener between the May of 24 and March of 25 run. The non-colored tickers consistently passed the screener. Renowned investors like Benjamin Graham, Peter Lynch, and Joel Greenblatt have done the hard part of devising winning investment strategies. You can leverage their work with some of these screenable guru metrics. We've selected the Piotrowski High F-score screener. Let's go to the historical returns view. Let's take a look at the criteria for the screener. Companies with a score of 8 or 9 are considered strong, and a score between 0 and 2 indicates a weak company. The performance of screeners and their tickers, and any others, can be compared in the table or charted over a custom time period. Stock Rover makes it easy for you to evaluate the performance of screeners. Here we're looking at the returns versus the S&P 500 of the tickers that pass our breakout screener. We're interested in multiple screeners, so we want to enter multi-select mode by selecting the appropriate folder. In this instance, default. I've selected 5 screeners. Let's summarize the table by screeners. Here we now see how each of these screeners have performed versus the S&P 500. I hope you found this video useful. I encourage you to explore Stock Rover and see all that it has to offer, as well as check out our educational videos on our website. Thank you for watching.